Time for some Yankee talk now with John Harper and John Jastremski. And, fellas, if I remember correctly, neither of you, along with me, thought that this was a World Series team in spring training. Gleyber Torres now has shown some flashes recently. The average still not great, around 222. But, Harp, is he the X factor in your eyes for this team to become a title contender?
I think he could be, Eamon. I think you have a pretty good idea what this team can do, the rest of this lineup can do. And when you put him in behind a lot of those hitters down toward the order, if he can be that guy again, and we thought he was going to be a couple years ago, makes a huge difference. You saw it today. I mean, that two-strike approach is taking the ball the other way, and that's what he's doing so well now. He's not trying to pull everything, which you talk to scouts, even some Yankee people felt like he fell in love with the home run after that 1 year and started trying to pull everything. Now he's back to going the other way. If he can do that, we know he's got the possibility to be a big-time hitter. That just makes that lineup so much longer now.
No, and think about it, guys. A couple of years ago, the Yankees had taken on the Astros in the ALCS, and it looked like in Game 1 of that series, wasn't even close. Gleyber Torres was the most complete and looked like the best player on the New York Yankees. 2020, 2021, bitter disappointments. I think moving him back to second base has helped a ton. And I think the idea that the Yankees have kind of lit a fire under him. They didn't put him in the opening day lineup. They're basically telling him, go earn it, Gleyber. He has earned it here in the month of May. He's had some big hits. He's coming up in the clutch. He's going the other way. To Harp's point, he's not yanking off everything. And now the power is coming. And I don't know if he's all the way back to being the guy he was in 2019, but if he can complement LeMahieu and Rizzo and Judge and Stanton, Yankee lineup just looks drastically different, that much better.
Take advantage of that right field.
I was going to beat me to it. Someone convinced him what the dimensions were over there in right center. All right, JJ, many of us anointed the Blue Jays as the best team in the East coming into this season. We just saw the graphic, how the Yankees have won 6 of 9. What have the Yankees shown you by taking advantage of the Jays so far this season?
I think what they've shown is that Toronto's a little overrated. I mean, you look at that lineup, 1 through 4, 1 through 5, it's awesome. Bottom of that order is weak. I don't love Toronto's bullpen. The Yankees in these matchups have looked like the deeper team because of how unbelievable their starting pitching has been, and that bullpen is locked down. I mean, you got Clay Holmes coming in, throwing 97, 98 miles an hour, throwing that sinker, for goodness sake. I love Clay Holmes. I can't get enough for Clay Holmes, and I don't look at Toronto as the Yankees' biggest threat in this division. I think it's Tampa Bay, and that's the one thing about the American League. I got to see the Yankees take down 2 teams that have owned them over the last couple of years. Tampa is one, the Astros are the other. Right now, I don't think the Yankee fan is scared of the Blue Jays.
Yeah, I'm guilty. I picked the Blue Jays.
I think we all of them did. I think all 3 of us.
I had the race. I had the race.
But you know what? You're right. The Yankees, they've outpitched them. That's probably the biggest thing. And but on the other hand, the Blue Jays, Barrios is supposed to be an all-star. You watch him sometimes, you think he's got no-hit stuff, and then he gets touched up like he did today. Their pitching isn't quite as deep, and the Yankees have shut down that lineup. As JJ said, it hasn't been quite as good as advertised. And unless Vladdy's carrying them and the shortstop Bichette doing things, that offense isn't going to do as much. I think the Yankees do look like a much more complete team than the Blue Jays right now. Yeah.